Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the second annual induction ceremony for the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame. I'm Aaron Gore, the Vice President of the Hall and your host for today's event. It's an honor to join you today from one of the most iconic and influential breweries in the world, Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. Being here is particularly meaningful because Sierra Nevada represents everything that this Hall of Fame exists to celebrate: independence, innovation, quality, and a commitment to community. And today we gather to recognize individuals whose vision, courage, and persistence didn't just build great breweries or careers, they helped shape an entire industry. Craft beer in America did not happen by accident. It happened because people were willing to take risks, challenge convention, share knowledge, and lift one another up. The American Craft Beer Hall of Fame exists to preserve that history and to honor the people whose work continues to inspire future generations of brewers, business leaders, educators, and advocates. As such, we are proud to induct 8 remarkable individuals whose collective impact on brewing science, entrepreneurship, advocacy, education, and cultural leadership continues to this day. Each of them helped define what craft beer is and what it can be. But before we get to the actual inductions, let's take one last look at this year's nominees. It is now my pleasure to introduce our founder and the president of the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame, Marty Nachel, as he introduces our first nominee.
Thank you, Aaron, and hello to everyone watching at home. It is my privilege and honor to announce the first member of the 2026 class of inductees into the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame, Larry Bell. Larry is a pioneer whose name is synonymous with American craft beer. As the founder of Bell's Brewery, Larry helped prove that independent breweries could succeed by focusing on quality, consistency, and authenticity. At a time when craft beer was far from mainstream, Bell's became a beacon, earning trust one beer at a time in both the Midwest and on a national scale. Larry's commitment to doing things the right way rather than the easy way set a standard that countless breweries continue to follow. His impact can be tasted in every hop-forward ale and every independent brewery that dared to dream big. We are proud to welcome Larry Bell into the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Marty. I now introduce Lisa Morrison, owner of Belmont Station in Portland, Oregon, and a member of the Hall's Board of Directors, to introduce our second nominee of 2026.
Our second inductee into the 2026 class of the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame is Garrett Oliver. Garrett has one of the craft beer's most respected voices. As brewmaster of Brooklyn Brewery, he helped introduce global beer traditions to American audiences while elevating the conversation around flavor, food, and culture. His influence reaches far beyond brewing through his writing, education, and advocacy. One of the truly gifted communicators in the world of craft beer, he has consistently bridged the gap between the everyday consumer and the passion behind every pour. Garrett has consistently used his platform to support diversity, equity, and opportunity within the beer community, ensuring that craft beer continues to grow, not just in popularity, but in purpose. We are proud to induct Garrett Oliver into the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Lisa. And as we proceed, if any of our viewers are interested in supporting the Hall's mission of honoring craft beer's past in order to inspire its future, we welcome donations of money, time, talent, and passion. The Hall is a nonprofit organization, and every dollar or bit of support is important. Please visit AmericanCraftBeerHallOfFame.com for more information on how to donate or lend your support, and thank you from all of us at the Hall. And with that in mind, I now introduce Matt Simpson, the beer sommelier, as he introduces our third inductee of the 2026 class.
Our third inductee into the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame is Pete Schlossberg. Pete helped to bring craft beer into the American mainstream. As the founder of Pete's Brewing Company, Pete proved that flavorful, well-made beer could reach a national audience without losing its soul. At a critical movement in craft beer history, his success opened doors for countless breweries that followed, and his knack for creative marketing and ability to inject joy into every part of his brand helped to build the framework for the industry's future. Pete's entrepreneurial spirit and belief in better beer helped accelerate the growth of the entire movement. It's a distinct pleasure to induct someone I proudly call my friend, Pete Schlossberg, into the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Matt. I now introduce Amanda Bruns, founder of Ale Advise and secretary of the board of the Hall, as she introduces our fourth inductee.
Our fourth inductee into the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame is Kim Jordan. As co-founder and longtime CEO of New Belgium Brewing, Kim demonstrated that a brewery could be values-driven, employee-focused, and wildly successful, all at the same time. New Belgium became a model for sustainability, innovation, and purpose-led growth. She's a visionary leader who helped shape the modern craft beer industry and created the model for successfully bridging the gap between passion and business. Kim Jordan's leadership expanded the definition of what success looks like in craft beer, proving that doing good and making great beer can and should go hand in hand. It is an honor to welcome Kim Jordan into the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame.
As we reach the halfway point of our induction ceremony, I would like to give a special shout out and thank you to all of our sponsors. But without their support, none of this would be possible. So a huge thank you to Belmont Station, Beer Enthusiasts of America, the Hop Guild, Hank's Craft AJS Tap Handles, and Craft Beer Professionals for everything that you've been able to do in support of the Hall and its mission. Now, on to Marty for our fifth inductee.
It is my distinct pleasure to announce that the fifth inductee in this year's class is Charles Bamforth. Charlie Bamforth is one of the most influential brewing educators and scientists of the modern era. As a professor at the University of California, Davis, Charlie helped train and inspire generations of brewers who now lead breweries around the world. His research and writing bridge the gap between brewing science and practical application, making complex topics accessible without ever diminishing their importance. Beyond the classroom, Charlie has been one of craft beer's most passionate ambassadors, championing beer as a beverage of culture, history, and craftsmanship. His curiosity, generosity, and love for brewing have elevated the entire industry. It is a true honor to induct Charlie Bamforth into the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Marty. And now we return to Lisa with our sixth inductee.
I'm honored to announce that the sixth inductee in this year's American Craft Beer Hall of Fame class is Terry Ferendorf. Terry is a true trailblazer whose impact reaches far beyond her years in the brewery. As a longtime brewmaster and the founder of the Pink Boots Society, Terry became one of the most influential advocates for women in the brewing industry. Pink Boots didn't just create opportunities, it created community, education, and lasting change. And its work continues to inspire and provide opportunities for women and non-binary people throughout craft beer. Through mentorship and leadership, Terry helped to ensure that craft beer's future would be more inclusive, more supportive, and more representative of the people who love it. We are honored to induct Terry Ferendorf into the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame.
Thank you again, Lisa. And now we return to Matt for our 7th inductee.
Our 7th inductee is Carol Stout. A true pioneer of American craft brewing, Carol was the founder and brewmaster of Stout's Brewing Company, where she became one of the first women to found and lead a craft brewery in the United States after Prohibition. Her dedication to traditional European styles and uncompromising quality earned widespread respect and helped to pave the way for countless women and brewers who followed her. Carol's legacy is one of perseverance, craftsmanship, and leadership, paving the way for generations of brewers who followed. We are honored to induct Carol Stout into the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame.
And now we return to Amanda for our final inductee into the 2026 American Craft Beer Hall of Fame class.
It is truly an honor and a pleasure to induct as our final inductee in the 2026 American Craft Beer Hall of Fame, Sam Calagione. As founder of Dogfish Head, Sam helped redefine what American craft beer could be. Always pushing the boundaries and challenging convention, he embraced creativity, experimentation, and storytelling, long before these ideas were common in brewing. From culinary-inspired ingredients to ancient brewing traditions, Dogfish Head challenged drinkers to rethink beer itself. Sam's influence extends beyond the brewhouse. As an author, speaker, and advocate, he helped bring craft beer into the cultural conversation, inspiring brewers to lead with passion and purpose. It is a privilege to induct Sam Calagione into the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame.
Tonight's inductees remind us that craft beer is more than an industry. It's a shared endeavor, built on curiosity, collaboration, and courage. On behalf of the American Craft Beer Hall of Fame, thank you to Sierra Nevada Brewing Company for hosting us, and thank you to everyone watching at home for your support and passion for craft beer. Congratulations as well to our 2026 inductees. Your contributions have shaped the past, strengthened the present, and inspired the future of an entire industry. Cheers, and we'll see you again next year.